white women have brought about a succession of cultural disasters, cringe content, and neurotic ideological nonsense, leaving the rest of us to pick our way through the debris with all the resolve we can muster. Progressive white women were able to make they-them, gender fluid, and non-binary enter the mainstream discourse. Their advocacy for trans people created a surreal, hyper-policed culture of compelled speech that lifted trans people to a special plane of empowerment.
Excuse me, ma'am. No porn at the bar.
Oh, it's okay. I'm transgender.
Oh, I had no idea. Do whatever you want all the time.
And progressive white women's preoccupation with micro-diagnosing their insecurities and grievances has gotten to the point that the New York Times said, women are so fed up with dating men that the phenomenon even has a name: heterofatalism.
I'm disappointed in your speech.
When it comes to age-gapping men...
Heterofatalism? Heterofatalism. What the fuck? Hold on, before we go any further, I got to take a look. Oh, okay, actually it's here. Hold on. Let's see. A modern, often ironic cultural sentiment among heterosexual women who are frustrated by dating few relationships with men is inherently doomed, disappointing and burdensome, yet to continue to pursue them. So like femcells, I'm confused. Why are we just making up new words for shit that already exists? It represents a collective groan of cynicism characterized by the feeling of helplessness and fatigue regarding male behavior in the dating scene. Crazy. There couldn't have been two reasons for this, so couldn't there have been? That's crazy. Heteropessimism, okay. No, is there anything else? Oh, is this the actual thing? Is this actual... Hold on. Is this the actual thing? Hold on. I don't want to give you my email. Okay, so I found the article, but they want me to like fucking give them my email so they could spam me with a bunch of shit that I don't want to look at. Like, so we're not doing that. It was literally the first thing, though. It was literally the first thing. Hold on, let me see if I can find anything. If I can find like an actual like article about it, so you can take a look at it. This is where we're going. I'm sure we could both agree that those specifically are better than colored women, to me at least. Sounds like it sounds like a little hard. I know. I mean, kind of. It's unfortunate because like it's weird because I kind of had said the same thing like back when I was 12, and I'm black. It's just like, it seems to be, I don't know what it is, but it seems like black women really seem to hate black men. When they kind of go on and like about how much we suck and all this extra shit. So it's kind of like, well, I'm just not going to bother with it. But then they call me racist for it. It's like, I'm the same race as you, dude. Let's be real here. No way. Hold on. We're gonna take a look at that just a second. We're gonna take a look at that just a second. Where is it? I found a video. I found a video that has Taylor Lorenz in it talking about this very thing. And like this video seems cool, but I did want to I got to take a look at that too. No matter the race, you can be what? No matter the race, you can be with whoever, but you still have preferences. Yeah, pretty much. Like as a black dude, if I say I want to be with a white woman or whatever, and black women hear me say that, they get super fucking pissed for some reason. But if black women are like, look, I found myself a king, and the dude's white as mayo, all of a sudden I'm the weird one for saying, I thought you wanted to stick together, keep the race pure, which is weird because you have said that, which also sounds racist, but hey, whatever. This is that was in 2021. When was this? When was this? Let's see. Oh, this is 25 minutes. I don't think I could go through 25 minutes of this. The Taylor Lorenz. I don't think I can go through 25 minutes of this. I'll give it a good 5 minutes. I want to see if they actually like go over something. Real quick, before we go back to the other video. One sec.
Oi.
I just think they're more clean, modest, than colored. Which races are we talking about now? What do you mean by clean? I feel like I do know, but I do kind of gotta ask just a bit. Like, what do you mean by clean? Hold on, let's see what's
offering on the part.
Oh yeah, fair enough. That's
of
valid.
the man is now higher on an emotional and interpersonal level than it was when their main value add was money. So if feminism says, okay, I'm not going to need you for your money anymore, which ostensibly like frees up both parties in a nice way. But I do think that sometimes there's a, so like, this is the point that I think one of the subheads of this viral New York Times piece is like, what's the point of men? Like the trouble, sorry, it's called The Trouble with Wanting Men. It's like, this is the kind of like the ethos is coming out of women that's like, I don't have to want you. I'd rather not want you. My heterosexuality is a curse. I don't need you. And what is the point of you if I'm not getting what in return?
Yeah. Well, I think that's why you also see a lot more people, like women, asking for that, like, or making that value exchange more explicit, like the stay-at-home girlfriend trend, or like, you know, people, I don't know. There's also just like all of these people on the internet that are like, it is an unfair system. Use men for your money. Why not? They're going to judge you anyway. You're like, you know, and I think that's sort of like the corollary to a lot of these like red pill men stuff.
Aren't you like 40 and like alone? Like, I don't. Let's be real here. Let's be real. It's weird how you speak like this, how it seems like men seem to be useless to you, but yet you're still trying to get with a song. So it's like, oh, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of moral panic around dating apps. Like, again, having
they're just talking
like 2013.
Like they're just chatting.
Really
also, interestingly enough, I see why it's called bad faith. This entire thing seems like it's a bad faith argument. Holy fucking shit! I'm losing brain cells. I'm just gonna. That was awful.
The phenomenon even has a name: heterofatalism.
I'm disappointed in your species.
When it comes to age gap relationships, progressive white women are guilty of the most astounding hypocrisy and double standards and sociocultural acrobatics. How much longer will men be able to date younger women? Welcome to new MILF cinema, on-screen moms climbing atop a youthful stud and running off into the sunset. Hollywood's pathetic posse of older men dating women half their age. The idea of you centers on Selene, a single mom who begins an unexpected romance with 24-year-old Hayes
Gay. All right, now
Campbell, the lead singer of the hottest.
I just realized it's even in the left ear.
Within 10 minutes, the story's charm and beguiling characters are in full bloom. The problem with men who date much younger women. In Lonely Planet, both Dern and decades younger Hemsworth bring their requisite qualities to the pairing, which feels spiky, surprising and tender, up to and including a very female-gazy sex scene on the dresser. In the feminist pursuit of a gender-equal society, we must recognize how age disparity can play a significant role in reinforcing gender inequality. In Last Summer, middle-aged lawyer Anne engages in
Damn, she got a beak on her anyway.
A clandestine affair with her 17-year-old stepson, Theo.
Hey, yo, what? Hold on, there's no shot. Hold on. I know that. This is a movie, right? Yeah, it's a movie. When did this come out? 2023. Oh, this is literally the point of the movie. Oh wow. Last summer. Oh, it's French. Of course it's French. Of course it's fucking French, bro. Of course it's French. Where is it? No. The synopsis. Where was it? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. The film explores the taboo of a stepmother-stepson relationship. Good, that's disgusting. And as a respected lawyer, of course, who lives in Paris with her husband Pierre, what a fucking amazingly French name, and their two daughters, Theo, I guess that's how you say it in French, I don't know, I don't speak throw up. Pierre's 17-year-old son from a previous marriage moves in and eventually begins an affair with him. In doing so, she risks jeopardizing her career, losing her family. Theo is a fragile figure. You could just say he's a twink, because I mean, the homeboy looks like a. And this picture here, and the picture I'm looking at on Wikipedia, dude looks like a fucking twink. As time passes, the relationship turns destructive. Okay, I mean, fair. What was the point of making this, though? I don't understand. Wow. There's no fucking shot. They'll just make movies about anything, well, nowadays, bro. They'll just make movies about any fucking thing. And what was that? What did I see earlier? It is a okay, so apparently Last Summer is a 2023 French erotic film drama directed by an old white woman, I'll leave it at that, from a screenplay written by, can't read that, in collaboration with Pascal, some white dude. It is a remake of the 2019 Danish film Queen of Hearts. So this was already a thing, and you just made it again. Huh. Fantastic.
Director imbues an arc we've seen before: surprise attraction, illicit physical contact, accidental exposure, with sensitivity and a dash of mystique. Is it okay
Bro,
to be
homeboy's
this annoyed
17, you're a
about older men
pedophile.
who date much younger women? MILF Manor returns to TLC. The MILFs dive headfirst into a series of exhilarating activities, from heart-pounding relay races to steamy mud wrestling matches. The singles pull out all the stops to secure precious one-on-one time and deepen their romantic connections. 35-year-old no longer thinks men should be allowed to date younger women. Why millennial women love Gen Z men. The 27-year-old age gap is vital to the message of Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, because it demystifies the stigma around women having a sell-by date. It is also a representation of her desirability. When Bridget Jones hooks up with a man decades her junior, every midlife woman in the cinema audience feels a moment of hope. Spider Old Man. Tobey Maguire faces backlash after being spotted with 20-year-old influencer. Good Luck to You, Leo Grand is a deeply sensual film. There's nothing sexier than watching a woman discovering the possibilities of her body, and watching a young man respect and empower that journey is truly erotic. Progressive white women are the culprits of a new American sound: vocal fry. A low-frequency, gravelly, or crackling voice register produced by loose, vibrating vocal cords, sometimes called creaky voice.
They look identical, I think, for the last 10 seasons. But she gave me my original mic that I started with.
Almost as annoying as the false, emotionally empty influencer gasp, where bony creatures under strata layers of cosmetics feign excitement at a product they've been paid to shill.
True.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Progressive white women are the vast majority of tech girls who post incessant clips of their days at corporate headquarters, which are essentially adult daycare with a girl.
You know what's crazy? I saw one of those videos, right? It was some lady that was like, I work at Google, here's a day in my life or whatever. And out of the entire time she said she was there was only like 15 minutes of actual work, and then she went home. Like, really? I'm not gonna lie, I need to learn coding and get into Google, because apparently it's that fucking easy. Like, bitch ain't doing shit. You mean you have enough time to take out your phone and make TikToks on the job, bro? If I took any time that wasn't actually doing something at work to make a fucking TikTok, I'd be fired. What are you on about?
Girl delivering a spiel in a desensitized monotone about the array of meal options the company provides, and the infantilizing sports and music rooms available for tech girls to let off steam, despite having accumulated no steam from the non-pressures of their never discussed or documented actual professional responsibilities. Progressive white women are outnumbering their male counterparts on campus, but instead of imbuing the space with their touted emotional intelligence, empathy, and collaborative relational skills, progressive white women turned campuses into Hieronymus Bosch visions of ideological hell. And in recent college free speech rankings, men across ideologies were more likely to tolerate speakers they dislike, while women, especially progressive white women, were significantly more likely to condition tolerance on ideological alignment. The reason this has lasted so long is that it looks like ethics, community standards, and emotional safety. A more appropriate term might be bollocks. Between 2023 and 2025, The Hill conducted 1,500 confidential interviews with undergraduates. They asked, have you ever pretended to hold more progressive views than you truly endorse to succeed socially or academically? An astounding 88% said yes. These students were not cynical, but adaptive. So, you have a situation where progressive white women are sighing and bemoaning what they see as the directionless drifting and falling away of men, when in reality, in a more nuanced and sophisticated reading, you actually have a whole bunch of young guys who, being men, have a sharp ear for pretense and phoniness, who are shrewdly sizing up the humanities and asking, why would I want to be part of that and have my identity periodically deconstructed and pay a huge amount for the privilege?
It don't matter. None of this matters.
Progressive white women, who are highly represented in the schooling system, are also much...
What was it? There was something I saw. There was an article I saw a couple of... Oh my god, it might have been a decade ago at this point. Where they were like, yeah, with the rise of more women going to school and all that, people should start, what was it? Investing in cat food, wine, ice cream, and other things like that. And at first I thought it was kind of a joke, and now I'm here saying like, I don't know, that Briar stock looking kind of low. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Fancy Feast for some reason looking like they're about to make a lot of fucking money in the next decade. So, maybe.
To blame for a truly terrible modern issue. Papers where, if the marker believes the student is a girl, it is statistically liable to receive a slightly higher grade than the paper of a student believed to be a young man. The majority of gay male characters on TV are written by and for straight white women, which means they look like this instead of the reality of this.
I was about to say, have you seen it? Here? Fun. I've been to these clubs. They're fucking fun. I don't know what this is. To be honest with you, I don't think I've ever met two gay people that are like this. And it's the weirdest thing. It's like, you'll run into these gays way more frequently than you run into these guys.
Of this. Progressive white women have a strange fascination with men having sex with each other. One of the biggest commercial smash hits of this year was two ice hockey dudes who like to engage in anal sex, written in semi-literate prose.
What? What? This is a thing. Let's okay. Let's take a look at this too. What is this? I didn't even know this came out. Hated Rivalry book. What is that? What is this book? No, I gotta read this. A gay sports novel, you say? Okay. Heated Rivalry, a gay sports romance novel focused on the intense decade-long enemies to lovers relationship between NHL stars Shane Hollander from Montreal and Rusnov from Boston. Publicly rivals, they share a secret, passionate affair that eventually forces them to confront their fears about coming out, fame, and love. Yeah, this definitely seems like something I would not give a fuck about. Why would you write this? What is this? Hey, look. Hockey, pretty cool. Gay sex? Sure, why not? Oh, why are you writing about it in a book, though? Like, okay, cool, sure, why not? The story spans several years tracking their journey from purely sexual hookups to deep emotional intimacy. I wonder if they have girlfriends or wives in the book. Some of the questions that people are also asking. What happens in Heated Rivalry? Blah, blah, blah. The synopsis. Do Shane and Ilya, I'm going to call him Ilya, break up? Does Hayden, whoever the fuck that is, find out about Shane and Ilya? What happens at the cottage in Heated Rivalry? Yeah, okay, I guess women really seem to love the fact that men slam each other's ass with their cocks. So, I mean, okay, who would have thought? And play.
Sex, written in semi-literate prose. There were too many things to process. Ilya Rozanov had gotten him off in a hotel room.
Again.
Ilya Rozanov wanted to sneak out of his team's hotel the next time they were in Montreal, open parentheses, next week, close parentheses.
So he can
and
fuck him.
Shane at his italicized apartment, so he could italicized fuck him. Ilya Rozanov wanted to italicized fuck him. Shane was both terrified and undeniably aroused by the idea. Undeniably italicized extremely aroused by the idea. The selective structuralist. Everything is systemic, except personal hypocrisy. Every cultural artifact must be interrogated. The ally performance loop, publicly centering others but subtly centering themselves. The girl boss to burnout arc. Career maximalism. Anti-family rhetoric at 27. Egg freezing think piece at 34. Substack on...
Wait, what the fuck did I just wanted to be... Can you make a male babysitter pay child support? That one can't be real. There's no way. There's no way. I know I keep stopping to like look shit up, but like this, what? Like, a male, why? Also, why do you have a male babysitter? That's not a thing, right? That's not like that. It's not a thing, right? That sounds like an article. The fact that I keep, like, seeing this is kind of weird. I mean, okay.
Egg freezing think piece at 34. Substack on soft living at 36. Cliterature. That's actually a term.
That's kind of
sophisticated.
Okay, that's kind of funny though. Cliterature. That's kind of funny. That's a good play on words. I like that.
Pseudo-liberating, pseudo-edgy, pseudo-zeitgeist, orgasm-centric, interior monologue, chick fiction. Romantasy with preposterous metal bikini-clad, morally immaculate heroines getting up to erotic shenanigans with Chad elves or ridiculously hung centaurs, and a brooding male who must be emotionally housebroken, either a tyrant who melts under feminine empathy, or a literal shadow creature who exists to affirm her resilience. The progressive white women who instituted sensitivity readers and trigger warnings have also brought a literary trauma arms race. Every protagonist must have institutional betrayal, gaslighting, and or generational.
Half a misogynistic tweet said by a woman. Dumber research reveals that women and girls, as well as men, are responsible for using misogynistic words in an abusive manner online. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds like something I do.
The male failure narrativist. Men are in crisis because toxicity, gaming, porn, red pill. Women are in crisis because men. Ordinary male behavior.
What a classic. When I want to sleep with other people, I just get at my husband doing the same thing.
Ordinary male behavior can be
boys to be sent on courses on to tackle misogyny in schools. I'm not gonna lie, if you sent me to something like that, it would just make me be more misogynistic just because I now know how to do it. You essentially sent me to the place to learn what not to say, but now I'm going to use that against you just because I can. Just because I can. I don't even mean it, but just because I can, I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
Pathologized. Awkwardness equals threat. Romantic pursuit equals entitlement. Stoicism equals repression. Disinterest equals misogyny. For progressive white women, body positivity is, or was, a natural maturing of the culture toward more realistic proportions and an embrace of imperfections and an overdue clapback at social media and celebrity distortions of natural femininity and impossible body and beauty standards that were eroding the self-esteem of women everywhere. While at the same time, hypersexualized, ultra-slim depictions of a...
First off, this is disgusting. So, I don't know what's going on here, but whatever. This, though, worst thing about the picture right here. Fucking Pepsi? Pepis? Ew.
Erotic female agency and aspirational fantasy ideals are promoted as raw, unflinching, stunning, and slaying, and who now celebrate Ozempic transformations of plump celebs from yesteryear flaunting their chemically shrunken frames on red carpets, so that nothing means anything, everything is contradictory, any narrative is up for grabs, and Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande both look distressingly emaciated, but to comment on that would be potentially destabilizing to emotionally sensitive and vulnerable women, so...
I wonder what actually happened to them, because, like, you've seen it. You've seen pictures of them. They look like fucking ghouls. Like, I don't understand what the point of that was. You looked thin before, but now we can see the ribs in your chest now.
Well, the better option is to not allude to it? Now, I understand what you're likely thinking. You're asking yourself, I'm just one person. It seems too hard. What could I possibly do to make a difference in all this? You're saying, I see progressive white women all around me, but it's easy to feel like I should just keep my head down and just put up with it. It's hard to know what's the right thing to do. The first and key thing for you...
I don't think this is a place anymore. I think they shut down. It's like, surprise, surprise, but whatever.
To understand is that you're not alone. Many others are abiding and enduring progressive white women, and, like you, they would like to make a difference, but they don't...
I like how he says progressive white woman as if it's like a disease. I think that's kind of funny.
Know how or who to reach out to. Well, there are positive steps and genuine pathways in contending with progressive white women. An array of fundraisers can be set up and petitions can be submitted. Various government agencies and oversight committees can be established, and a number of hearings can be held to professionally scrutinize progressive white women. And then referenda can be set in motion, allowing common, concerned citizens to weigh in and have their say about the issue of progressive white women. There are legislative pathways and judicial ones too, as well as international bodies such as the UN and The Hague. But that doesn't mean you can't take humble but meaningful action in your own life. If you're on the train and you see a progressive white woman reading Judith Butler or espousing theories about privilege, don't stay silent. Don't look away. Step in and do the right thing. Fighting casual misandry won't be easy. It involves challenging attitudes and systemic entitlement built up over a generation, and staging interventions early in school to prevent girls from developing traits of toxic femininity that will lead them to becoming femcells. There are plenty of good women, and it is up to them to step up as well, to be role models for girls, to intervene before they see Greta Thunberg videos, or read social constructivism, or play that first Billie Eilish album, and ward those girls away from the societal scourge of becoming progressive white women. Through small but meaningful deeds each day, we can all embrace our responsibility and be a world of difference for our vulnerable girls.
I think that seems like a lot of shit to do. Unfortunately, a lot of the dudes just decided to check out, so I think that's just what most people are going to do. But, okay.